Dudettes, thanks for stopping by. It's John, your stay-at-home designer, where I'm here with my passion to help you pursue your passions. So thank you again. I really appreciate it. Let's just get into the end of week update. So we'll go over the portfolio, maybe just look at a little bit of what we're seeing in the markets right now. It's definitely interesting. I mean, we're starting to see some themes, especially as we're getting closer to the election. And, there's quite a few options available, pun intended. But what will end up happening is we got to give it some time to let it play out. So as we get closer to the election cycle, we'll see what's going on with volume, price action, all the different indexes, and see what we can work in as far as a trade, maybe some hedge trades. So, just to show you my, I guess, more public account here, let's go through that really quick. Right now, looking good. So patience clearly pays off. I had really touted a lot about the Tesla trade, and we're looking pretty good, getting closer to my 50% profit target, maybe higher. A big notable thing we need to look at beyond this is that Tesla is expected to announce their delivery numbers any day now. So this could be good or bad. I don't know, but I can tell you we collected a lot of great premium. Just to recap there, we were at $656 of net credit over a $10 widespread. So that's basically $1,000, 656 net credit. So taking the difference there, we're risking basically $344 in terms of that. So risk 344 to make 656. Really good bet on the option selling side. So no complaints there. Now, GLD looking good. We were actually trading around 172 about a week or two ago. So it is nice to see this turning around. In some of my other longer term style accounts, I've got gold and silver and metals, Bitcoin, all kinds of stuff that is related to the idea of an inflation hedge. So I'm okay with this. I like that gold's moving a little bit. To give you an idea, I'm a long-term, just monster bull in gold. So, I've told you about Tesla, Nvidia, and gold is another one. And you'll see this is a notable level, though, right here at about 179, 180. It does look to be what we thought might act as support, but it looks like a potential resistance. And there's quite a bit of overhead supply, right here, as you can see. So, something to keep in mind with that, but all in all, it's not too bad. I'm okay with what we're seeing in terms of price action. Now, to give you an idea, though, let's look at this. Longer term, okay, 3-year time frame, really great uptrend, right? So essentially, we've got a trend line that's not really broken. This 50 moving average for the 50-week, really great. We're well above it. Not too bad there. And then monthly, though, this is really powerful. So let's go, I don't know, let's do like 20 years. And let's go monthly on the chart. And you're going to see just a monster. So check this out. Okay, so about 10-year run. We had this big run up from, 2008 with the crash. Monster run up. And what happened is over a whole decade, we sort of built out this cup. And there's a lot of supply, demand, I guess, here, or reverse supply. And what will happen typically is you'll see a little bit of a drop, and then it's just going to shoot up. So that is not necessarily a truth, but if it works itself out, it's a really powerful chart to view. But currently, if we're looking short-term daily, we're underneath the 50-day moving average, a little bit of overhead supply we got to overcome, but I'm okay with this. Long term, not a problem. Okay, AMD, we were underwater too. This one was probably the most challenging, and lo and behold, you'll see we are looking positive. So it is possible to close these out maybe in the next day or two at a better profit. Adobe is another big one. So you'll notice I'm a little light on positions. Actually, I'm really low allocated actually for what I might typically be doing if there's more opportunities. A few reasons being I wasn't seeing a lot of great premium. The triple witching day of expiration that we had recently has also tied in. October is just a weird month overall in terms of your expiration dates, how far away all the cycles are, and we'll see how it goes. I'm not too concerned, honestly. Like I'm a big fan of considering cash as a position, and I really think that's a powerful thing that most traders overlook. So consider cash a position to look at. But nonetheless, with say Adobe, ADBE, you'll see not too bad. I mean, there's not a lot that I'm excited about, like bullish or bearish. It's, we're above the 50-day. I'm happy with that. These small candles that we're trading seem to represent the fact that we're tightening up, waiting for a move to happen. No idea which way, but we'll see where it goes. And the good thing is there's a good chance we're out of that trade before any big moves happen. Now AMD looking good. Same idea here. The last about 4 or 5 trading days, it's moved up really well. I will take that. I'm happy with it. Let's look at SPY. So S&P 500. We did actually end up above the 50-day. So we were talking about that being kind of a weird spot. I think one thing that's notable is the volume is, it's a little elevated. It's not high by any means, but also we're trading a really tight range. So this market is undecided currently. We need to look at a few things. We're in the middle of this range between about 358 and almost 318, 320. So we got a ways. We either creep up or fall lower, but that's where the next test points will be. So I'm kind of waiting for volatility to pick up before I consider more positions. Usually when stuff starts getting wild, we get these big bars like this. Those are great times to enter positions because there's a lot of uncertainty, and because of that, we get paid more premium as an option seller. Okay, next Qs, let's check it out. About similar, so very similar chart to SPY. Nothing much to say there besides that. IWM is, however, the weakest of the bunch. So IWM, you'll see we are testing the 50-day. We've got really heavy resistance up above, and so this is actually an interesting thing to watch. If I'm considering I'm probably most bearish about just in general, there's a few stocks. I think EWZ is probably the biggest one for me. So you'll see we're well below the 50, well below the 200-day moving average, and to top it off, we got some room to fall. Basically, we've tested a few things, and the next sort of stopping point is going to be, intermediate. We're probably looking here between about $25 range, and the next low is going to be about $20. So that's pretty big. I mean, if you consider the delta in percentage terms, that's a big drop. Could be a good profit maker, but we will see. And you can kind of see from a longer term chart. Right here, we tested some of the resistance. Nothing. No strong price action. I'm pretty negative on Brazil in general right now. So that is something that I'm watching. A trade I tried to put on today because the premium was really good with Square. And Square was looking excellent. Actually, what was funny is when you get this momentum run up, actually a lot of people buy puts for protection, and that gives me quite a bit of premium. So you can kind of see when I go to Square here, just to give you a rough idea. Let's get out of the curve. Let's go table. And I'm looking at, say, November 20th, 50 days out, and generally speaking, let's say around the 30 delta mark, maybe 32 or 28. So I'm just going to go here, 205. That's pretty good. So I'm risking basically $295 here to make 205. Pretty reasonable in terms of that. Let me just move these strikes a little bit. and you'll see that drop. So I go to 162, max loss risk at 338 there. So, but these aren't too bad. If we're trading at the 28 delta, originally I was looking at way better premiums earlier in the day. It's like 190 roughly, almost $2. And so I was really targeting that earlier, with no luck, unfortunately. But we'll see. There's always another trade available, and I don't mind waiting, given the current environment. So, other than that, that's about all I got for today. I'm kind of finishing out the week a little bit low stress. I think it's going to be worth it to, get out, ride the bike, do some fishing, social distantly see some friends. So something to consider. But I think everyone needs a little balance, and really this time right now isn't worth it to sit there and worry about the markets, in my opinion. I think it's better to figure out some balance. But other than that, that's kind of the end of week update. Really appreciate you stopping by, and I will see you on the next one. Thank you, and bye-bye.